Now I know a lot of you are probably confused with the title and the thumbnail, but this video is morely going to be like me saying that it has finally sunk into me and I've finally taken this team seriously, that they can legitimately win the Stanley Cup, as coming into the playoffs I really didn't take them all that serious. We are all witnessing history right in front of our eyes with the historic season that the Vegas Golden Knights have had, winning the division title and being in the conference finals right now, which is absolutely insane to say. If you were to tell me before the season started that the expansion team, the Vegas Golden Knights, were going to be in the conference finals, I would have told you you didn't know what you're talking about and you should not even be watching hockey. If anyone predicted this, then that is absolutely insane, and it really has finally sunk into me that this team can legitimately win the Stanley Cup. As coming into the playoffs, they weren't playing particularly well, obviously still winning their division and being able to clinch that out, but they're up there as probably around the best team in the NHL for most of the season, but they kind of tailed off a little bit towards the end and kind of just staggered into the playoffs. And playing against the Los Angeles Kings, very experienced, have won cups together before, I was like, okay, they're going to get a reality check here against the Los Angeles Kings, and most likely I think they could get bounced out in this series, but they swept the Los Angeles Kings. And then in the second round against the San Jose Sharks, who were also coming off a sweep of the Anaheim Ducks, I was like, the Sharks might be a little too much for the Vegas Golden Knights to handle, and they beat them in 6 games. They've yet to be in a game 7, and they're going to the conference finals. And remember, this is a team put together of players that other teams no longer wanted or wanted to get rid of contracts, and basically every other team in the NHL has built a Stanley Cup contending team, which is absolutely insane to say. This team is absolutely amazing, led by Marc-Andre Fleury here in the playoffs so far, who has been a brick wall, and a lot of people kind of thought that he was washed up going to Vegas, and why would they take a guy like Fleury who's getting up there in age, but he has showed throughout these playoffs that he is still more than capable of being one of the best goalies in the NHL, as he has 4 shutouts in just 10 playoff games so far. That is absolutely insane, as he is looking to win his 3rd Stanley Cup in a row, as the Pittsburgh Penguins have been eliminated tonight, so they won't be three-peating, but Marc-Andre Fleury still can, which is amazing. And if he can do that, obviously the city of Vegas will just be going insane, even if this team gets to the Stanley Cup final in their expansion year. We're never going to see anything like this again, obviously, and with the Seattle team coming in, the expansion draft is going to look a lot different. You're not going to see teams being like, okay, we'll give you this draft pick if you take this player and don't take this player, because I don't think that's going to happen, as a lot of teams are regretting decisions that they have made so far. Obviously, William Karlsson scoring over 40 goals for the Vegas Golden Knights out of nowhere, which is absolutely insane, and that top line on Vegas really didn't even play all that particularly well against the Los Angeles Kings in the first series of the playoffs, but they really have turned it on against the San Jose Sharks. The team is getting depth scoring, their top line is going, the defense is being unbelievable, and obviously Marc-Andre Fleury, having a guy like him, it just makes you all that more confident to make plays, knowing that if you mess up, you're most likely going to get a big save from Marc-Andre Fleury. This team, throughout the regular season, won most of their games due to offense, but throughout the playoffs, we've seen, besides Game 1 against San Jose when they won 7-0, this team has been winning a lot of games due to defense, and that is very, very impressive. They can win games that are nitty and gritty, they can win high-flying, fast-paced, high-scoring games, which is so impressive for a team, and you need that if you want to make a deep run in the playoffs, because teams are going to throw a lot of different things at you, and you have to be able to adapt throughout the playoff run. Vegas is currently awaiting the winner of the Nashville Predators Winnipeg Jets series, who Winnipeg actually just lost tonight in Game 6, so there will be a Game 7 in Nashville, and I don't really know who the Vegas Golden Knights would rather play, either Winnipeg or Nashville. Obviously, they are the best 2 teams in the NHL, but coming off a grueling 7-game series, they're going to be bruised, battered, tired. Vegas Golden Knights will be a lot more rested, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this turns out, and in my opinion, whoever comes out of that series, I think I have Vegas going to the Stanley Cup Finals right now. They're just playing so well, they're rested, and everything is just clicking on all cylinders right now for them, and if Marc-Andre Fleury can keep up that play, I can't see any team in the NHL beating them, and that's where I'm like, wow, this team is legitimately probably my favorite to win the Stanley Cup, and they can literally do it. The Tampa Bay Lightning, who I think will be coming out of the East, is a team that could give the Vegas Golden Knights a lot of troubles. But again, I just don't see them beating the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is a perfectly put together team from the net out, which is just amazing. Obviously, Tampa Bay still has to get through Washington, who is riding an all-time high after eliminating the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. So kudos to them for finally getting past the Pittsburgh Penguins that they have not been able to do for many years, making it to the conference finals. So in my opinion, it is a successful season, even if the Capitals do get bounced in the Conference Finals, a successful year for them getting past the Penguins. But back to the Vegas Golden Knights, so yeah, I'm picking them right now to come out of the West and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, and these guys legitimately might win the Stanley Cup. Everything is just working for them. The depth, the big guns, the goaltending, everything. They have one of the best home crowds in the whole NHL. So this is just an absolutely historic thing that we are seeing. It is so fun to watch. Vegas and hockey has certainly clicked perfectly. They sell out every game. They have crowds out front of the arena and viewing parties. Just hockey in Vegas has worked perfectly, just the way the NHL wanted to. This expansion has been perfect, and we're never going to see anything like this ever again. So just enjoy the ride, watch it, and it's hard to cheer against this team, man. They're so lovable and likable, and yeah, I can't see any team really beating them right now, and they're my favorite to win the cup. And it's pretty amazing that an expansion team, I'll be saying that, but like if I thought I would have been saying that before the year, like I don't even know. It's absolutely crazy. I can't process this through my mind that we're actually seeing this. So that's why I wanted to make this video. It has finally sunk in, and I'm like, this team legitimately could win the Stanley Cup. Let me know when you guys kind of got that thought through your head. Was it going into the playoffs that, wow, this team could legitimately win the Stanley Cup, or has it been just recently? So that is going to wrap up this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and like I mentioned at the beginning, this is pretty much just me admitting that I'm finally taking this team serious, and I really do think they are legit Stanley Cup contenders, and they could really go all the way and win it. So I'm curious to see, do you guys think they are legit Cup contenders? Can they win it? And if so, when did you really start taking them seriously? So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you could, please make sure you go down and like the video and subscribe to the channel for more daily NHL content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.